Thank you for listening to Lone Star Community Radio. This program was broadcasted and recorded live from the LSCR studios in downtown Conroe, Texas. Lone Star Community Radio is supported by listeners like you. Donate and sponsor today. For more information on getting involved with Lone Star Community Radio, contact us at lscrstudios@gmail.com or visit us online at www.irlonestar.com.
Hey, I'm just here to remind you that when life isn't horrible, it's actually pretty good. So if you just don't think about how horrible it is and think about how good it is, then it gets better. Even though horrible stuff's still happening, there's still a lot of good stuff going on. So while things aren't horrible, you can just enjoy the good stuff while you can. Now you start noticing there's more good stuff than you thought there was, which is pretty freaking awesome. It's okay.
Bye.
Okay, bye.
Overfed, but somehow still undernourished. It's the Audience of One show on Conroe's 106.1 and 104.5 FM, streaming on irlonestar.com and available wherever you get your podcasts from. On today's show, we discuss an unexpected find at an Easter egg hunt, food in your pockets, and when monkeys go to war. I am Andrew, maestro of the run sheet, next to the guy who wonders if you are considered an amputee if you just lose a finger. It's Dick. People get stuck in chimneys all the time. Shizzler. What's the consensus?
Well, see, you worded it incorrectly.
Did I know?
I said
Correct me.
because you said people get stuck in chimneys all the time.
No, that's you said that.
I don't think it's happening all the time. I think it's the chances of somebody goes into a chimney, there's a better chance of them getting stuck than not.
Wiser words have never been spoken on these airwaves, sir.
So I'm not saying like every day there's millions of people trying to get in chimneys.
If I never get on an airplane, I'll never have the chance of dying in an airplane crash either.
So I was just saying the amount of people, say hypothetically 10,000 people get in chimneys every year.
What's the percentage?
And then there's more people get stuck.
A lot of them, huh?
Of those 10,000 people than don't.
Just stay out of chimneys is what you're saying. Like you always say, look, your chances of getting bit by a shark are pretty low because you ain't going in the ocean.
Yeah, never.
This ain't
doing
happening.
that.
Same thing, same concept.
That's a fear.
Welcome, everybody, to the Audience of One show right here, Fridays at 10 a.m., right here on Lone Star Community Radio, your friendly community radio from Montgomery County and beyond. Oh, no, that was pretty lame.
Oh, yeah, it's terrible. Yeah.
What's up, buddy? How was your week, man?
I will let you know I'm a little tired.
I can't tell.
So.
You look normal to me. Freshly showered.
Oh, yeah.
Got some wet, curly locks.
I needed to shower.
Some fresh, wet, curly locks poking out the back of your hat there.
Yeah, no, I worked outside all day today, and it was just one of those, I wish I wasn't doing that moment. And I was doing it, and one problem after another, after another.
It builds character. That's what I've always been told.
It does.
You know, speaking of doing stuff you didn't want to do, I feel like when I tell somebody I'm going to try my best, it really means I don't want to do something. Like if my wife were to come to me and say something like, you need to be ready by 5 o'clock because we're going to go to dinner with so-and-so. I respond with, I'll do my best.
See,
because I really don't want to do it.
This is the problem.
So next time someone asks you to fix the mower, you just look at me, I try my best.
No, if someone came to me about telling about dinner plans, I'd be like, first off, you don't tell me what to do.
Mm-hmm. And then you do it.
And then, as we all know, wizards arrive.
How's that work out for you?
That was great. Mm-hmm. No one bothers me about doing stuff. No, but yeah, other than that, it was a beautiful day.
That's good, man.
And then I'm trying to.
Are you digging at your rear?
Yeah.
Getting your.
I got a lot of problems.
Your snuff can out.
Yeah. Oh, I need it too. But yeah, the weekend was great. I saw my brother, and I went to an actual. Let's get this little scenario.
Mm-hmm.
So it was my niece's 4th birthday. I always try to make all the birthdays, right?
You're good for that stuff.
And, well, I realized...
anytime there's children involved, you're there.
What I need to do now, I'm gotten to that age of siblings' birthdays, is I need to read where this place is and what exactly is the activity. Because usually with my family, we're so large, we just have like a lunch at someone's house and we just hang out. But this was at a gymnastics place, and it was like a professional gymnastics place where it's giant. and it wasn't like a thing in a strip mall where it's like, oh, jump on trampolines kind of place.
Were there some professional tumblers there?
Yes, like they had the full
Did you get their
Olympic.
autographs?
Well, they had like posters of all these people that were like trained at there. I'm like, I don't know who that is. Well, anyway,
They really do a cartwheel
And you
like
can-
amazing.
you can imagine me at this place.
I
with,
am.
with a bunch of 4-year-olds,
Uh-huh.
and I'm like, I shouldn't be here. Like this is like there's nothing for me to do here besides break my legs if I wanted to go do that. So I need to gauge that next time.
Self-awareness that you're gaining
And
at 40 is phenomenal.
Well, not even that. I feel like my brother and his wife would understand if I didn't want to go to that.
Yeah, I think they would. You send a gift. Send them a ham. They'll
Yeah.
appreciate it. Yeah. You don't need to show up at a 4-year-old's tumbling party. Wait a minute. Did you tumble?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, no.
right.
There was one I really wanted to do, and it had like a foam pit, and it was like a vault, and I was like, I want to do this. But then I jumped into I was like wanted to test it, so I jumped in the foam pit first, and I had a hard time getting out. And I was like, you know what? I mean, I bet that vault thing's pretty fun, but I gotta get out of this thing again.
I'm always afraid there might be a Snickers in there. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I wouldn't
Little
doubt
kid.
it. There's 4-year-olds everywhere,
That's
dude.
what I'm saying. I got to stay out of that stuff.
But yeah,
That's ground zero
they
for a
wouldn't
lot of things.
they wouldn't let me get on the rings. They the guy was literally goes, no, you're not doing that, and I go, oh, okay.
You got told no.
Like the guy straight just goes,
This is a
"No."
kid's birthday party, dude.
Yeah, I was just like, what's going on over
I'm
there?
just imagining like this line of little kids. They're all about 3 foot tall, and then Dick right in the middle.
Yeah, I'm like,
Back
I'm ready.
down.
No, it was man, it was. But then I spent time with my brother afterwards. They got a new pool, so it's always fun to do the pool.
See, Dick, what you're supposed to do at these parties is hang out with the adults on the side.
See, but that's what
Huh?
I didn't know anybody. None of my family came.
But
My
I knew
mom
the
was
little
there.
kids,
My
so
mom
might
was
as well
there.
hang out with them.
Yeah, well, it's my nieces, so I'm like friends with them.
Did your mom get in the?
No, she just watched.
Then you hang out with your mom.
No, mom's so lame, dude. No, I'm just kidding. It was one of those moments. It was like I don't really have to go to every birthday party, do I?
You don't. You don't. Speaking of little kids, I saw a little kid do something that I used to do a lot when I was younger. When you walk through a doorway, when you get to be about 9 or 10 years old, you walk through a doorway, you jump up and you what? Smack the top of it. When you get to be tall enough or old enough where you're like, oh, look, I can jump up and touch the top of the doorway.
right.
And I went through a phase when I was younger where I did that a lot. And I know it annoyed my mom. Hello, Mom. To no end, because I would leave like fingerprints at the top of the door.
Do you think that's the only thing that annoyed your mom?
Amongst many things, I'm sure. But I saw a little kid do that and it reminded me, oh man, I haven't done that in forever. I used to do it all the time. I think that jumping up and touching the doorway has been replaced by the fake golf swing in the kitchen. That is the adult version, I think, of touching the top of the door. I find myself
How
doing
is that
a
even
fake
connected?
because it's like when you're jumping up and touching the top of the doorway, you're pretending you're dunking a basketball or something. I'm in my kitchen doing a fake golf swing. I haven't played golf in weeks, months even. Here I am striping one imaginary in my well, sometimes I do it in the living room, I suppose.
Are you here?
Mostly the kitchen.
Are you
though.
lonely?
I don't know. I'm a pretty good like
Like you have that much time on your hands where you're practicing
air
a fake
golfer.
air golfing
Well, it takes
swing?
a fraction of a second to swing.
Yeah, but it's not like you're OCD where you're like, oh, I have to swing 3 times before I leave the room. So
No, it's not. It's not like that.
Yeah,
but
so-
I do find myself doing the air golf swing.
I mean, I guess I whistle. I mean,
Okay. I suppose that's.
but I don't.
What are you whistling? Is there a certain tune that you
It just
whistle?
depends.
It's a Selena song, isn't it?
Oh.
Are you whistling Bitty Bitty Bum Bum?
No. It just depends on what's going on in my head. So,
Okay. I don't want to know what's going on in your head, dude.
oh yeah, you do. That's what this show's all about. Audience of one, right?
Yeah, man. So I've got this week's segment, If Grass Tasted Better, Would You Eat It? Maybe we need to have this segment sponsored by a THC gummy. I don't know. Have you ever been concerned,
I could
Dick,
use one of those right now.
right? Oh, man. Have you ever been concerned that, like, if you were to eat a crawfish, because I know you love to eat
Oh,
crawfish,
now I'm hungry.
and you suck on the head, you might inherit some of his thoughts. Just saying.
Yeah, I guess.
Like suddenly you just want to go jump in a pond or something. I don't know. Be kind of weird. Well, what do crawfish do? Where do they
Well, they're
live?
dead.
Well, when they're on your plate,
I
yeah.
can imagine eating a live thing and taking that happening. Like they take over me.
Well, have you ever tried a live crawfish?
No, I ain't gonna do that.
Maybe you should.
No,
Well, what if it's got enough of your favorite seasonings on it?
no.
No.
Maybe
Not
I've had
doing it.
tartare before. That was all right.
Tartare?
Is it called tartare?
I mean, I know there's tartare sauce.
like. Is it called tartare?
I don't know what the hell you're talking about. Is it a type of fish?
No, it's a type of.
Or is it the way maybe fish is prepared? I'll have my
Yeah, it's
flounder
steak. It's
a la tartare, please.
yeah, it's steak tartare. It's a classic French appetizer with finely chopped or minced raw beef mixed with seasonings like capers, onions, mustard.
Sometimes
Served with
you
raw
surprise
egg
me,
yolk on
sir.
top. Dude, I mean, I do everything. I'm always in it.
You're so refined.
No, I wouldn't.
Sometimes.
No, there's certain things I'd be like, no, thank you. And
But tartare, yes.
yeah, it just looks like a beef patty, just chopped up meat, and it's raw.
Pressed and formed. Wait, it's raw? Did you
Yeah,
say that
it's
already?
Raw. Yes.
But you won't eat a raw crawfish.
That's why I brought it up. It's like that's really the only raw thing.
I guess because you wouldn't inherit any thoughts that way because you're not sucking on the head. There's multiple animals. Is it just one type of meat or is it like pork, beef, chicken, fish?
It's beef. It's mostly beef.
Why don't you just eat a hamburger patty, bruh,
I don't know.
and cook it?
I don't know.
Have you ever eaten raw ground beef?
Probably.
I think that's supposedly the worst for you because it's been exposed to air. Like a
don't know.
steak,
It's not like
technically
I eat
you just
steak
sear it
tartare.
on the outside to kill
all
all
the
the
time.
bacteria, but the middle can be as raw as it wants because it's never been exposed to air. But ground beef, it's just sucking all the air up.
Yeah, see, I go to
Look at
these
me.
fancy
Look at
restaurants.
me.
I don't order salads.
I know, you just go straight for the tartare.
Yeah, I'm like, what the hell's that?
Where did you have tartare at?
Probably
first
at
of
a
all?
restaurant, and I was like, what the hell's tartare?
I don't know, but I'm going to try it.
And I'm like,
Do you remember liking the tartare?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Dick, tell me your thoughts on Meatloaf.
I like it. It's good.
Yeah? I was referring to the singer.
And he's good too.
Okay.
I heard him on the way here, actually. I will do it. Yeah, see. But yeah,
Both
there's,
meaty.
yeah, I'm hungry, dude. Why are you doing?
Sorry,
this to
we can go ahead and
me?
start the show if you want, man. We
Can
can
we
move
end
quickly.
the show and I go eat?
Start and end at all
Man,
the same time.
crawfish sounds so good too.
All right.
Oh,
Well, we'll make this a
my.
this show. We are running a little bit
I
behind.
want to eat crawfish.
This week, the onesies demand that we play the show, kick off the show music. We haven't done that in a few weeks,
Oh, let's see if it works.
and I'll be so happy if it were to actually work.
Oh,
You know what? I
You know
feel
what?
like
I
we're back
forgot
in
to
the
tell
groove,
you,
baby.
I forgot to tell you. You know, Harold the rat
Uh-huh.
that chewed up my car. Well, chewed up my tractor.
You're so country.
Isn't that funny?
Done rat done chewed up my lawnmower, my tractor.
Yeah.
Now, is it a tractor or is it a lawn tractor?
I mean, I call it a tractor because we have a zero turn.
If
so
it
it's
has a
easier to
blade underneath
distinguish
it, sir, it is not a tractor.
stuff.
Stop. 2 weeks in a row. This is too early in the
Oh
show. now.
yeah.
This is too early in the show
But
to let that one slip.
But
in
yeah,
the podcast.
it wouldn't. The blades wouldn't ignite
ignite.
or like start up, and I'm like, what the hell's going on with this? And I open up the.
What the S is
hood.
wrong? You're just a shock jock these days, man.
What did I say?
No, nothing. Continue.
Oh, I thought I said another bad
No.
word. Don't do that to me. But yeah, so, freaking rat just chewed the cords right there.
I think you live in a rat-infested area, to be honest.
It
with
might not have been a rat. It could have been like a squirrel. It could have been. I just like the idea of saying rat. And like when you tell people you got rats, they freak.
It's a good way to keep people away from your house.
Yeah, no, I love it, dude.
Well, speaking of a good way to keep people away from your house, a small human skull, Dick, was uncovered during a family's Easter egg hunt at a
that's-
Southern California park.
That's fun.
Just a few weeks ago. A person was searching for eggs at this park when they suddenly discovered a partially buried skull feet from the entrance of the park's walking path. Now, it does say a small human skull, and I don't know what qualifies.
Small child.
See, that's what I'm kind of worried about. When
That's
it's
weird.
small, is it kid small?
It's probably baby. It's probably a baby.
Oh, that's terrible. So when I used to do Easter egg hunts, there was always the larger ones at the end, or maybe not at the end.
What do you mean at the end?
They were like usually the grand prize, I guess I should say, not at the end. But if you found them, they were larger than all the other eggs, and they would have like a full-size Tootsie Roll in it, or like a Tootsie Log. You never had all the ones you did. The eggs were the same size. You didn't have like the grand prize egg. Dude, your childhood did. That's
told
right.
you.
That's right. We established
we
you
never
didn't.
really.
You
do that.
didn't. Oh man.
I'm not really into that though. Why would I? I don't know.
Well, I think it's probably best that these kids did find it because I'm sure an animal would have found it at some sort. I don't know.
Because this is one of those scenarios that I would not like to be in, because it's tragic that you found a human skull, but then you're obligated to report it.
I would think so.
And
but
it's like, hey, we're going to have to be here for a bit.
I
We
would
gotta
try.
call the popo.
Yeah, I would
and-
try and play it off to not traumatize the kids. You know, like, oh my God, and freak out. Although I do think finding a skull might be a little less traumatizing than finding
that's why I was-
than finding like a foot.
I was happy.
That'd be kind of freaky, right?
Because I was happy when we found a gun.
What?
And we called the police, and they just, like, he literally was like a drive-through. He just comes up, and he's like, hey, are you so-and-so? And you're like, yes, sir. And he's like, you found a firearm? I'm like, yes, sir. He's like, can I see it? I'm like, here you go, sir. And he's like, thank you so much. And this drove off.
And you just put it in his pocket and
Like,
took
he
off?
put it in, like, a case and just threw it in the back. And I was like,
You
oh,
have
we don't
no
have to,
idea.
we don't have to fill
They
out
didn't take
anything.
out your name or nothing?
Well, he knew. Well, I made the phone call, and they took my information on the phone, but
Did they ever contact you back and be like,
No.
this weapon
No,
was
it was
attached to
after-
multiple murders?
no, it was after a hurricane, and one of my buddies had a family house at Crystal Beach area, and it literally, that whole area was just sand and no houses.
Mm-hmm.
So we went over there to help clean and move stuff, and we're going through the sand and the pillars by the house, and we just found a gun. And the dad was like, you guys found a gun? I'm like, I think we were 16 at the time. And I was like, yeah, we found a gun. And he was like, well, we got to call the police.
I guess so. I guess that's the proper thing to do.
I think I told you the story.
You probably did. You tell me a lot of stuff,
Because the
dude.
cop, this is what the cop did. He like just took the gun and he goes, oh, hey, by the way, if you see a tiger, call the police. And then drives off.
No, I don't remember this.
Yeah. And I was sitting there going like, he's serious? Like there's a tiger? And then it turned out because Crystal Beach is like the Wild West, if you know that area of Galveston.
I think I've
And-
been, actually, yeah, but
Because you can drive on the beach and
Yeah.
get fires, and it's insane.
throw your pistols
All
anywhere.
right, well, I think that was due to the storm. It was probably in someone's house, and I'm talking like it was,
Okay,
you know,
all right.
all the houses were gone. But yeah, it turned out some dude had a Bengal tiger, and it got loose after the hurricane.
Well, if anything, he should have left you with the pistol. At least you would have been
And-
equipped.
Yeah, that's what it was kind of
That
funny.
doesn't make any sense.
then,
Here, I'm going to leave you unarmed. But
Yeah.
hey, watch out for this very
Yeah,
dangerous tiger.
they found the tiger like 5 days later at the church down the road,
Was it
like
praying?
10 minutes down the road from where
Was it attending mass?
I guess I don't know. He was probably looking for food. I don't know. I was sitting there. It was just funny to me. Like
Minding
officers,
his
like
own business.
he was just like, "Hey, by the way, if you see a tiger, call us. Thank you." Pew, pew.
doing communion. Just no one noticed me here,
Yeah.
and then snatch. Well, members of the medical examiner's office recovered the skeletonized human skull and mandible and brought it to the Forensic Science Center for further examination. Dick, do you know what a mandible is?
Isn't there a bone?
That is your
Jawbone?
jawbone. That's correct. Well, residents
Interesting.
of the neighborhood park were shocked by the finding. And he said the whole place was just full of people barbecuing and having a really good time, you know, until they found a skull. Kind of brings the room down just a little bit.
Yeah, that's. Would you have another Easter egg hunt after
Yeah,
that?
after that.
I'd be like, we're not. We're just
Or
gonna
just maybe
skip
just put
it.
some candy in that one and just.
But then again, you're at
don't-
the park.
Like I said, don't freak out
So
the kids.
anytime you don't have to be there for Easter. He's like, that skull was going to be found.
That's what I
regardless.
said. At some point, it was either going to be found by either the kids or an animal. I don't know.
At least it wasn't in a dumpster.
But yeah,
Because
okay.
people do that.
We need to move on. Dick, you're going to love this next story. We've already talked about, on average, how many times human beings flatulate during the day. Toot, fart.
Yeah.
In this particular one, it says
I
up to
started off the show with one.
I know you did. Thanks for sharing. This says up to 23 times a day, but it says not all those toots are created equal. And in fact, research shows that women's gas smells worse than men's.
Really?
And there is a scientific reason why.
The Y chromosome.
No, it has nothing to do with the Y
I don't
chromosome.
know.
Well, maybe. I mean, at the start, I guess it kind of
Is that why like every girl that you're dating or married to or whoever, they're always like, I don't want you to come into the bathroom and stuff
This
because they drop straight bombs.
This research does include something like that, yes. But back in
Are they eating
1998,
Cinnamon Toast Crunch?
that's just you. Dr. Michael Levitt, a gastroenterologist and prolific researcher known as the King of Farts, set out to research which gases give flatulence their signature thunk. He recruited 16 healthy adults with no history of gastrointestinal issues and had them each of them strap on a flatulence collection system, which is essentially a bag that was connected to their butt. Next, Levitt and his colleagues ran the gas through a chromatic mass spectromicroscopic. I'm just going to say it. I nailed that, by the way. Analysis to look exactly what was made up inside of those bags. Now, this is what's really nasty, Dick. Not only did they run it through this spectromicroscopic gas thing, they had judges there that also gave it the whiff test.
I mean, you got to get it. That's
2 judges were brought on to rate each fart on a scale of 0 to 8, with 8 being the most offensive. Now, I like how they categorize it as offensive. I think I'm going to start using that. Dick, that last fart was quite offensive.
straight offensive.
Straight offensive. I give that a straight up 8.
Yeah.
And who wants this job, by the way?
I do it once.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know
for
that
the
I would.
story. Like, what did you do today? I just sniffed women's farts because I'm one of those people.
Well, the researchers found that the main gases that are responsible for the human odor.
Isn't that a kink? Didn't we talk
I'm
about
sure,
that?
yeah.
Didn't we talk about
People
that?
selling them online.
No. I mean, like, we found. Didn't we talk about a guy that would follow women and smell their butts?
Yes, I think we've had actually a couple of those
Yeah.
stories. Yeah.
That's a real thing. Like the smell on the feet. I know the shoes is one. Like you smell shoes, which is really strange too. But they would literally follow the women and like bend over like a bird. Like,
Well, the main gas responsible for the odor of human flatulence are sulfur-containing compounds, most notably hydrogen sulfide, the chemical behind the rotten egg smell. The judges agreed, rating women's toots as having greater odor intensity than
can you get to the
men's.
scientific part about it? Like, why? What is it? What makes it smell worse? I feel like you've said it in all those jumbled words you just said, but I didn't hear it.
One of the things I think is really interesting is the judges did not know they were smelling
Like a gender?
human toots. I don't know if that makes it worse or not.
Well, it's a blind test.
That they had to not tell them that was this a squirrel? I don't know, but
Squirrels?
yeah. Anyways, so let's see. It does say that women break down something differently than men.
Oh,
This is a
cool.
long article, but it is
terrible article.
It actually is true though that women do have smellier farts because they break down this gases in a different way, which does lead women to being more self-conscious about their
Makes total
flatulence
sense.
and their bathroom.
Do you think that happens at a young age when they're like 6 and they have their first purposeful fart, and it's like it stinks, and they're like, "Oh, I gotta not do that anymore." Because I grew up, farts were funny, but like I'm also a guy.
They always are.
Yeah. So do you think girls when everyone's a child, they don't really care about those social norms, and they're like, "Oh, you ripped one."
And then at some point they go, "Oh God,
Susie, you're not allowed to do that anymore because it stinks." Yeah. I mean, it's a fascinating thing to talk about it. Let's keep talking about it. What's next?
Oh, okay, moving on. There was some kind of link between the stinkier the farts and Alzheimer's disease, by the way. But you're not interested in that, so we're just going to move on. We're just going to keep right on. I thought this was pretty interesting. A former Dallas... Nope, sorry. I think I've...
Here we go.
I just got these switched around. An Arkansas woman is accused, Dick, of holding on to nearly $20,000 that her employer accidentally paid to her. And she's refusing to give it back. Well, how do you think this turned out for old Renee Nicole Coleman? That's right, her name is Renee Nicole Coleman, 50 years old. Well, she's facing a felony charge now after she was mistakenly paid $1,650 an hour for a 12-hour shift at her now former job at the Superior Senior Care Center in Memphis.
Okay, so the place paid her too much money.
So she normally makes about $16.50 an hour, and I'm seeing a correlation between $16.50 and $1,650. Somebody did put the comma in the wrong
and she
place.
wouldn't return the money.
So she gets this massive paycheck. She received an additional $19,000 in her bank account. doesn't say a word. And in fact, what do you think she did? Ran out and spent it. Well, they come to her and say, look, ma'am, we need you to return this money. She said, mm-mm. Well, that didn't last too long because now she's in jail. I don't know. Have you ever had money show up in your account, Dick, for any length of period of time? You knew that it was not yours.
Mm-mm.
I think the first thing I would do if this happened, because I don't think this has happened to me.
I found money that was a lot of money. Like I found like what do you call it? The rubber band stack of like hundreds.
Hundreds?
So I think, I want to say it was probably like 10 grand, I guess it was. It had the official.
Yeah, it would have to have been.
Yeah.
Whoa.
And I was like, I ain't touching this. I got to find who this belongs to because it clearly was like a Brinks guy, probably dropped it.
Yeah. But I think that's kind of hard to track. Well, I don't know. I guess maybe they know the serial numbers.
I have
or
a
whatever.
huge belief in karma. And I'm like, this isn't mine. I got to return it or do my best.
Right. I think I would do that thing where I just move it to savings. Because in this case, it was a paycheck. I just kind of move it over to savings and let it sit for a little while.
Put it in a coffee can and bury it.
Well, no, because that doesn't do you any good. I do think there's a waiting period. I think it's going to sit in my account for about 6 months. And after that, I think I'm in the clear. I don't think this lady waited very long.
I wonder how she's in jail for it.
Well, she stole it. She refused to give it back. They realized their error and said, ma'am, this was given to you in error. We need for you to give it back. And she said no. I mean, I do kind of.
Well, I don't know she didn't steal it. It was given to her.
Correct. But I think it's the same thing like people have money show up in their bank account sometimes. And they're like, sweet. And the bank comes back and says, hey, that was not supposed to go to your account.
I did know somebody that got money from the IRS and it was way too much money.
Mm-hmm.
And
it's got to be the same kind of thing, right?
They literally did the same thing. Like, I ain't touching that. And then again, I don't really know.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think that's ever happened to me.
See, I don't have a bank account, so I don't really care.
You don't have a bank account?
Nah, dude. I raw dog life.
This is why there's so many cash transactions in your life.
Yeah. That's why I live a life of bartering and...
In a related story, this is the former Dallas firefighter kept getting paid for nearly 2 years after quitting his job, even after he moved out of Texas. Same kind of thing. He just, I think in this case, though, he was a little bit more guilty than this other lady because he fudged some paperwork.
I guess I would be worried about the taxes.
If you're stealing $127,000 like this guy is, I don't think the first thing you're thinking about is taxes.
Well, I mean, like, because that's always... Because the IRS can do whatever they want, right? And if someone claimed like, "Hey, we accidentally gave you $100,000," I bet like if it was me and I was the business, I'd call the IRS and be like, "Hey, just let you know this person has an extra $20,000." Because then they're probably not going to report it, and then boom, you got.
Well, this guy's name is Ivan Gonzalez, and he moved out of the
or
state.
You use
moved
that
to
as
Florida.
a threat. You use it as a threat to give it back. Like, hey, if you don't give us this $20,000 back, we're going to call the IRS and let them know that.
Touche.
And we're going to file it as a bonus or a loss. You know, it's on you now.
I think you're not getting away with any of this stuff. And the finding the cash is you have the better chance at finding the cash than when it's electronically debited from your employer. Like, again, in this case, he moved to Florida, updated his banking information in the city's payroll system, and then allowed the unearned payments to be deposited into his account for another 2 years. But, you know, at that point, kind of on them, right? 2 years. I don't know, man. You know. All right, quick here before the break. Dick, this is a man right after your own heart. Are you familiar with the Pat Murphy? He is the Milwaukee Brewers manager. Milwaukee Brewers, Dick, that's a baseball team.
Is he the dude that got jacked in the face
They
recently?
play baseball in the state
Orioles.
of Wisconsin.
Did you see that?
I did not.
The manager for the Orioles got jacked in the face by a fly ball, broke his jaw.
I'm surprised that doesn't happen more often.
And it's gnarly, dude.
And that guy's probably been standing on sidelines of baseball his entire
over 5,000 games.
Yeah, and never had any. And then
kind of like the chimney thing.
You know what? If you don't stand in the dugout, you probably wouldn't get hit by a pitch.
But he got jacked.
Well, in 2025, Murphy famously pulled out a pancake from his pocket mid-game while on air.
Is there a video of this?
Starting a statewide pocket pancake craze in Wisconsin.
You know I'm all about the pocket.
I know, Dick. This guy he's taking a play right out of your playbook. with you and your pocket tacos, pocket brisket. I've seen many a cookie come out of your pocket. This guy on air pulls out a pancake. Now, I have to admit, you can't pull out a pancake from your pocket if it has syrup on it. So this thing, he was probably raw dogging this pancake. And I'm here to tell you, pancakes aren't very good unless you got some syrup or butter on it, man. Otherwise, they're just kind
How
of
is there not a video?
kind of just dry. Well, yeah, I think there might be. I mean, there's a video in the link I sent you, but I don't know if that's
No, they're
the
talking
actual.
about turtle. He pulled a turtle out
Yeah,
of his
so now
pocket.
this year he's pulling he put a little turtle into his pocket, which I don't really care about. It was the pancake that I was concerned about. I wasn't going to go down the turtle.
Yeah, I mean, I do the pocket tacos at the Astros game.
I think any food that with you can potentially end up being pocket food.
Yeah. I mean, cookies are great. Tacos. I haven't done crawfish. That sounds very appealing. It's got to be something quick and easy.
Mm-hmm. Well, pancakes are easy. Look, out of all the foods you can enjoy easily, pancakes are one of them. I'm just saying they're not the best because you can't put the butter and syrup on it, man. Mm-hmm. How about tartar? Could you eat tartar out of your pocket?
I think you can.
All right, man. It's a pretty good time to take a break. When we come back, we're going to talk about a freaky skydiving incident right here on the Audience of One show.
Every Friday, tune into Texas Ticket on Conroe's 104.5 and 106.1 FM with Armando Nino of Gull Lake Conroe, focusing on Montgomery County area events and places. Get a feel of the Texas spirit at the event, paired with guest and vendor interviews, event coverage, and ticket giveaways, and so much more. Join us Fridays and punch your Texas ticket. For more information on the show, visit irlonestar.com/Texas Ticket.
And we are back with the Audience of One show here on your Lone Star Community Radio Network, whatever. And we're here every Friday, 10 a.m., talking smack, talking about whatever. It's great. Send your articles in to audienceofoneshow.com. You know, I always enjoy a fun article about farts and, you know.
I believe you mid-article says, this article sucks. It was just a little too detailed. I was trying to avoid the details.
But like you let in with, there's an actual scientific reason why women.
That's all you need to know. That's all you need to know. There's a scientific reason. And
there
there are more.
I wanted to know the scientific reason.
Read the article. We just hit the highlights here, man.
I'm a dummy. Just say it's like, they got a certain thing in their intestines that's different from guys.
They process food differently. There you go, man. The end. And they got stinkier toots.
I guess that's why dudes are attracted to that.
I guess some dudes.
Yeah. You know, it's funny. I was thinking about one of our previous episodes. Remember that dude who would like take dumps in the women's shoes? Was it women's shoes?
I don't remember this at all.
Like he would go to the shoe aisle at like a Ross or something.
Oh, yeah, it was in a shoe store.
Yeah.
I do remember that.
But it was like women's shoes, right? Like he had
Was
to find.
he?
And
Was he relieving himself in them?
I
It
remember,
sounds familiar.
Yeah, I
but-
remember that was the thing because they were like the person working was just kind of cleaning up all the people just leave crap everywhere at Ross, and then it's like they picked up the shoes and just had crap in it.
I do remember this now. There was some security footage. That
Yeah,
we couldn't
and then
quite see it, but yeah, I do remember.
That's a good one. See, these are the kind of articles we love here at Always One Show, and we're on social media, all that stuff. Subscribe, it's fun.
Facebook and
Facebook
stuff, all the social medias. We're all out there, man. I think that's the only one, but whatever.
Uh-huh.
Actually, I think we do have an Instagram page, but nothing posted there yet. Stay tuned, onesies. More to come, I'm sure.
So I need to know what I'm going to eat today. Like that's
Dick, if
all I
you-
can think about.
If someone is consistently mispronouncing a word,
I do it all the time.
Feel like you should correct them. Yeah, you do it some.
No, I do it all the time.
You correct them or you
No,
mispronounce
I
words?
get corrected all the time.
You get corrected.
Oh, it's like my best friend. I've known him since 8th grade. Ever since 8th grade, he would correct my grammar and everything. He'd just be like, "That's not how you say that." And I go, "I say it where I want, man."
I feel like I'm not consistent on it because sometimes I will correct people and other times I won't. But I do think it's how egregious the mispronunciation is or how much it annoys me.
Do you think women have harder brain farts?
Ooh, does the flatulence occur to also
When
work
people have
on the brain fart?
You know, when you have a brain fart,
I'm going to say yes.
I wonder if that's connected.
But I also think if you're correcting someone, you do run the risk of sounding like a pretentious ass.
Yeah, it's
Especially if the
easy.
word is like quinoa. But someone says quinoa, and you're like, oh, actually,
Well, it's like Cutter and
it's
Qatar.
quinoa. You cannot say, yeah, actually, I just witnessed this last night, in fact. Someone said Qatar. And I actually think both of them are okay. But I just don't think you can say, you just can't correct people on some things. Salmon is another one to me.
My
when
mother
someone-
does it. It's like she, you, and I.
Yeah,
You
that's more grammar. I'm talking about mispronunciations of words. But
Well, it's also
kinda all
I also
related.
have a last name that people just kind of like steamroll through because they don't know how to pronounce it. So I don't correct people because I'm like, yeah, it's cool.
Salmon's one that bothers me when someone says salmon. I'm like, But I think the key, the biggest one for me, is when someone says library. I'm like, bro, you're not four. It's the library.
You correct me
That
all
one-
the time on this show.
I do.
Yeah.
But you're an exception.
Pretentious ass. Oh man.
Thank you.
Yes.
Dick, have you ever seen when someone will post, speaking of social media, someone will blur the face of their children out on like a public forum? Like maybe it's I Love Conroe or something, and they'll say, hey, I'm looking for a haircut for my 4-year-old, and they feel like they have to put a picture of their 4-year-old.
Yeah.
But they'll blur their face out. I saw this the other day. I can't remember exactly what they were looking for. But I looked at the profile picture. You kind of see it up there small. And I'm like, wait a minute. That woman is holding children in the profile picture. So you click on the profile, and there she is with all of her children unblurred. But in the post, she felt like she needed to blur the kid's face out.
You really are bored.
Like, but you see, that's... Huh?
You really are bored, aren't you?
The Audience of One show, everybody, right here, Fridays at 10 a.m.
Well, I mean, I if we're talking about social media, I see people post. Now I just think everything's AI. So even if I saw that post, then hiding the children's face, I'd be like,
It's
all
a
right,
sad existence you live if you just think everything is
everything
AI.
feels like it's AI. On
You know what?
social
You're
media.
right. Because, what was it? Just a year ago, we had videos of zebras jumping off of a diving board and then like a rhinoceros on
Well,
a,
I
on
got
a
in trouble actually the other day
trampoline, and now everything's
because
fake,
I told a lady.
Now I don't believe anything.
This lady they were talking about makeup or something, and I go, well, you can't break the threshold of too much makeup. And she's like, why? Like, because people think it's AI.
You can do what?
I was like, there's a certain threshold with makeup where if you put so much on, you look totally different. And so I was like, yeah, it's like AI. You're fake.
Huh.
And she didn't really appreciate that.
Was she wearing a lot of makeup?
Which the way I made it sounded,
Like you implied.
I
her.
implied it.
You're so
and-
good with the ladies, Dick. Oh, speaking of AI, this is actually where I want you to look up a
And I
video. real quick.
wasn't trying to imply that. I was just like, you gotta be careful because when you start taking pictures and putting it on the internet, people think it's AI.
This is radio on the fly. I want you to look up. There is a video of a humanoid robot chasing wild boar. Now, as much as I rail on robots and AI taking over,
wow,
this
people-
I
this
think
is real.
is real, and I want you to show the
I'm trying to
listeners
find
that
it. I
are
think I-
watching
I
on
think I found it.
YouTube. It is a hilarious video because, yes, we have come a long way with robots and their ability to walk around. They still look funny when they are
really do.
when they're running. And in this case, this robot was sent in. Make sure you're showing. Sent in to run off some wild boar.
That's pretty cool.
And I actually like this use of a robot.
Send in the robot.
He kind of does look a little bit like an old man who had about 3 beers and is challenging his teenage son to a foot race. Maybe more than 3 beers. I can still do this.
That's pretty cool. What else would you do with that?
The robot?
Yeah, like
I want him to fight the boars. The boars are running off. They're scared as hell too. I wish the boar turned around and showed him the whatnot and gave him the what do you call it? The tusks.
that'd be great.
I almost said warthog. Is that the same thing? They're different.
They're different.
Okay. What's the difference, Dick? Tell me the difference between a boar and a warthog.
Well, I think it's the stage development.
Gotcha. That's good enough for me.
Because like,
I
because
have
you
no
know,
idea.
well, because like I know like
They kind of look the same.
like pigs that we kill for food.
Mhm,
If
the
you leave
tasty
them,
kind.
if you leave them out for generations, they'll turn into boars.
Uh-huh.
You know that, right?
Like wild boars?
Well, they'll develop the tusks and they'll like on their own.
Is that kind of the way you look? The reason why you look the way you look now?
'Cause
You've just been left out.
I've
for
been left
years.
outside, and yeah, it's pretty good.
No, I mean, I guess, yes, I suppose that's right. Well, it's kind of like domesticated anything. They look different than their wild counterparts. So I imagine if you were to leave a regular little piglet out in the wild and he replicated with another little piglet out in the wild,
So
eventually.
warthogs and boars are distinct wild pig species with different appearances, habits, and behaviors. Warthogs are African, and then boars
Excuse me?
are Eurasian.
That's offensive.
Well, what's interesting is boars can get up to 440 pounds, and boars get up to 330.
You mean warthogs?
Warthogs, sorry.
So warthogs are a slightly more agile version of the.
Dude, they things are.
They're like the
mean.
Manny Pacquiao version.
You ever been around a wild boar?
Have I ever been around one?
Yeah.
No. I mean, I've seen one.
They're so funny.
Yeah, but they're also
They're-
destructive.
yeah, they're-
and they'll chase after you if they get
I've been
enough.
boar hunting with my brothers, and it's the funniest thing seeing them, and then you shoot them, and it's just like you feel yeah, it is like you feel bad almost, but then it's like, oh, if you mess up, it will get you. They will get you.
Oh.
But
Well, staying on this theme of animals, Dick, are you aware that we are in the midst of a chimpanzee civil war?
I know we lost a bunch not too long ago.
Well, there was a once harmonious existence between the western and central Ngogo chimpanzees inside the Kibable National Park in Uganda
Aren't
that
they
suddenly
always fighting?
took a violent turn about a decade ago. And now they're doing a show about this. There's like a documentary about it. The violence started back in
What
2020.
is going on with this article? Did you read the headline?
Let me scroll up here. Yeah, oh, I'm getting to that. Yes. Yeah, it gets really intense. I mean, do you want to just jump right to it?
Well, the headline's like it sounds like a HBO series.
Well, it is. It's a show now. I told
No,
you.
I meant more of like an actual story, because it's Uganda led to testicle mutilations, infant abductions, and killings. So we're going straight Hollywood with this.
Well, I guess as part of the Civil War, these chimpanzees go after each other's nuts.
Yeah,
I mean, and their kids too. They involve the little baby chimps in there. But normally, these groups of chimps, I guess, they have groups of about 30 to 40 of them. That's about the size of a chimpanzee pack. Well, this one pack grew to nearly 100, and then at some point, the two leaders had a falling out,
Yeah.
and they split, and now they're warring against each other.
I'm gonna rip your.
Yeah, show me your. I'm gonna rip them off, and it's really brutal. I just had no idea that they fought quite like they do, and
That's pretty serious.
it is pretty serious. You always talk about wanting to see cockfights and stuff. I'm not sure I would want to watch.
I'd
this,
watch
man.
that.
You think Kalshi would take odds on something like this?
Well, like who wins?
Yes. Like what
Do
side
we
would
actually
win?
have?
Oh, they've got names for each one of them.
Really?
Oh, of course, man. You know how these people are that study chimps. They've named them all, given the tribes names. But it would be
Interesting.
amazing if they live streamed this and made it into some kind of sporting event that you could bet on. I don't know. That I might take one small wager, but I'm not watching it.
Is there like a stream of this?
That's
Like
what I'm
a
saying. I
live
don't think there's a
stream?
live stream. They've made it into an actual legit documentary. Boo. I just want to watch the raw, uncut stuff
Yeah.
and see the nuts fly. You know what I mean?
You ever had monkey tartar?
Yeah, somebody's making some tartar. Oh, but it's very brutal. Do you think they use weapons? Do you think they make weapons? I mean, they're
They
pretty
probably
smart little
do.
animals, right?
I mean, they're already strong.
They chimp strong. Yes.
Yeah, they're
They
already.
don't, that's not a saying just for no reason.
So I don't really know if they use weapons. I know they throw stuff.
What stuff would that be, Dick?
Well, poop.
Do you think the female chimps' flatulence smell worse than the male chimps?
Well, people tell me we're related, so I gotta assume so.
I don't know. Pretty
Let's
interesting.
go with it, man.
Just go with it?
Go with it.
Well, again, I'm not watching it, but I would like to take some odds. Dick, there's a video for this next story. You are going to absolutely, I'm with 100% certainty, no, you're going to love this one. The tense moments when a skydiver back in 2015 fell unconscious in midair was all caught on camera. The skydiver, 22-year-old Christopher Jones, was doing a routine training dive to become a skydiver instructor when he jumped from a plane 12,000 feet over Western Australia. At 9,000 feet, though, Jones suddenly fell unconscious as he suffered a seizure
Oh, that's terrible.
mid-air. And you can see this is all captured on film here. At the point at which he jumps out, he's floating for just a couple of seconds and then just starts to have what you would stereotypically identify as a seizure. Now, since he was studying to be an instructor, my assumption is he's done this a lot. Was this just bad timing? Or
Seizures can get triggered by a lot of things.
was it the
So
actual
we're-
sky? It's coming. So you can see him there. Now he's floating around. And the instructor's like, all right, let's turn. He's at the top of the screen. He goes out of the screen for just a brief second. And when he returns, you can see him start to right about there. He comes back, and now he is just in the midst of a full-on seizure. So if you're the other instructor with him, you're going, what the heck is going on? Absolutely terrifying. So his instructor had to save him, essentially.
You just push him further away. That's not good.
No, I think he says as Jones reached 4,000 feet, his McFarland, his I guess partner there, was able to reach him and pull the ripcord, releasing Jones's parachute. But how freaky is that, man? This is over 10 years old. He says the next thing he knew, he woke up at 3,000 feet. So he did manage to come out of his seizure mid-flight.
That's pretty amazing.
Pretty amazing. You ever witnessed anyone having a seizure like that, Dick?
Yeah.
Air or not. I figured that you had with all of your...
There was a dude who had a seizure on the air here.
Oh, I think we've talked about that.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right. My bad.
My sister has seizures.
Well, then you have seen it. My apologies. That sounds
She's down
terrible.
again.
Has she ever skydiven?
No, she
Skydived?
doesn't. She wears a helmet though. It's pretty great.
Yes, well, I mean, okay. I guess it's for her own. It's for her own safety, right?
Yeah, she's hit her head
Yeah,
several
yeah.
times. It's pretty crazy. I'm like, oh, here we go.
Dick, do you remember last year we talked about the possibility of human beings being able to regrow teeth?
Yeah.
And we were both very,
Weren't
very
they growing
excited
it out
about
of
this.
rats and stuff?
I think they were growing it out of all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm letting you riff on this. I mean, you love rats. Maybe it was rabbits. I don't remember.
I don't really know what's chewing up my stuff. Like
Well-
it could be me. I could be like, walking at night. Not know. I mean, I do wake up with bruises all over my body all the time.
Yeah, we had a nice long conversation about it. You know, how this was going to happen. Do you lose your adult teeth? Do they come in like little kids? Are you going to get money under your pillow? All this stuff. Well, the first human trials for this TRG-035 drug designed to regenerate teeth is now underway.
Wait. So you're saying, like, say I'm in a terrible accident and I lose my teeth. They give me this drug and they grow back? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
That's what I'm telling you.
Oh, so they grow back on the right spot.
Well, they're not growing out of your arm.
Well, that's what I thought we were talking about that time. They grew them on animals.
I mean, I think they grew out of the animal's face, though, like where they're supposed to grow a tooth.
Oh.
What are you talking about,
No,
man?
I'm pretty sure they were like, it was really weird.
I mean, maybe so. It says current participants are males aged 30 to 64, Dick. You fall right in the middle of that, who are missing at least one tooth. They're receiving a single intravenous dose while researchers monitor for side effects. You know, like a tooth growing out of your back.
Yeah.
And determine optimal dosing. So I guess when you're in this clinical trial, if they overdose you, you can just have this one gnarly ass tooth that's just going to grow
That's
out
wild,
3
dude.
times the size it needs to be. All right, dial it back a little bit. The milligrams were a little too high on that one.
Yeah.
I'm just imagining that.
That's wild, dude.
It says previous animal trials showed no serious complications, but human biology throws us curveballs oftentimes. This is a completely new technology. I'm excited about this, Dick. Are you missing any teeth? Have you gotten any
They
scuffles
did, yeah,
here
they
lately?
did it in pigs.
Okay, that was all.
They
They're
grew,
almost
they
rats.
grew human teeth in pigs.
Do you think those were boars, that had been left out for a while and they had to grow a large tusk? You just educated me about that.
Human-like teeth have been growing in mini pigs. Oh my!
It says future phases will focus on children aged 2 to 7 with congenital anodontia, where they're born missing their teeth. So this is probably where we're ultimately going, is for people who don't grow any teeth or have really bad teeth. And then eventually it gets to the people who just want to do it for vanity reasons. Just do one at a time. All right, I want to place this one next. I want to do this one next.
Yeah, I've been told I have a.
Just have one really white tooth in
I've
there.
been told I have a horse mouth.
I've noticed that about you.
That's probably one of the greatest things I've ever heard. Someone's like, "Shut up, you horse mouth," and I would lost it. I was like, "That is the greatest insult I've ever heard."
It does. When someone gives you an insult and you laugh about it, it does kind of take the punch out of it, doesn't it?
Oh well, that's usually everything, because I already know I'm a piece of stuff.
You've already said it once this episode.
I'm not gonna say it again.
Did you hear about this guy from right here? It says Spring on the national news, but this was the Woodlands. He's a 20-year-old dude who attempted to kill the CEO of OpenAI
Yeah, I saw that. He had like the cocktails, Molotov.
with a Molotov cocktail. I don't know what a Molotov cocktail is, but I've always wanted to throw one because I always heard about it. Oh man, they got that place with a Molotov cocktail.
You never seen those before?
Isn't it just like gasoline essentially? It's something that it's like a homemade explosive.
Yeah.
It just sounds really cool. I don't know what it is, but I want to throw one.
Well, it's basically just a bottle.
Tell me
It's
how to make a
glass
Molotov.
bottle,
Uh-huh.
and you have your
Hold on, I'm taking notes.
flammable fluid inside, and you soak a rag in the fluid, and you.
What type of fluid? Alcohol?
It could be.
What does the ethanol level need to be?
I don't know. I bet you can look
Will
it
a
up.
nice 91 octane work?
I don't know.
Well, it says that he drove all the way from his home here in Spring to San Francisco, I believe, which is the home of Sam Altman, the OpenAI CEO, which is impressive with gas prices the way they are these
Wait,
days.
he's making them here in the Woodlands, and
I mean, it doesn't say where he made his Molotov cocktail.
oh, but he lives here.
But he lives here and drove all the
Oh.
way to San Francisco. Again, with the gas prices the way they are, that's quite the journey.
That's strange.
It's expensive, man. I mean, he's dedicated.
Why is this
to
advertising?
cost
Why
a
is
fortune.
this trying to be like, oh, by a local guy?
Well, this is from Cron.com.
No, I meant more like, why is that part of the story? Like,
Well,
he-
anytime there's
when he attacked him, it wasn't here.
no,
It was somewhere else.
it's in San Francisco. Mm-hmm. But it's still a local guy, and it's a local news outlet. Dick, do you not know how the media works?
I mean, that's stupid.
I think you're focusing in on the wrong part here.
Well, it's not like we say, like, George from Ohio dropped the A-bomb.
No.
Local Ohio person.
But we're not
dropped
also
the
not
A-bomb.
reading Ohio newspapers.
Yeah. I
If
guess.
we were,
I guess.
this is a local newspaper, a local story.
It's
Well,
so
he-
strange to me
he
because I feel
threw
like
his-
we would have more, like, all these stories all the time. Because
Well,
Houston's huge, and so it's like,
I think we do. It's just this one was really notable because he tried to kill the maker of OpenAI. Obviously not a fan of the chat bot. He drove all the way back, so he managed to escape on foot, and I think he drove all the way back here. Maybe he was arrested here, which is why it's now a local
okay.
story. You know?
Cool.
Let's see. No, it says oh no, and I'm completely wrong. The suspect was taken into custody
In
after
San
making
Francisco.
threats to burn him in San Francisco.
yeah, this is stupid.
It's not. Why is it stupid?
Just because he's from here. That's why.
Why are you focusing on that?
I do. I
the
want
dude
to.
threw a Molotov
I want to
cocktail
know
at this
why
guy.
they're focusing on that.
I shouldn't have gone to cron.com.
'Cause I feel like
you
we-
know what? Google this story and then read it from in MSNBC. It won't say local. Okay, does that make you happy?
They'll trash talk Spring. They'll be like, "This guy's from Spring. That's where they raise these kind of people."
I hear they're making Molotov cocktails in
Yeah.
every corner down there, man,
Man,
and drinking them.
it's a war zone.
God, the crap you focus on.
Well, I just think it's odd. Because they're trying to use,
guess.
they're trying to say that it makes it bigger news, and it's
It
like,
is bigger news.
but he wasn't even here when he like.
he was here at one point. You know where he's at right now?
He's not the onesie of the week, that's for sure.
He's in my heart.
I think the monkey who tears off testicles.
Oh, we're gonna get to that, buddy.
It's going to be the onesie of the week.
Definitely in the running for onesie of the week.
I mean, do you think they wear them like scalps? You know, it's like how many testicles do you take today?
I'm dangling from their chin.
In the monkey wars.
Now, I think this guy's got a good chance of winning onesie of the week. This next story.
Okay.
A man accused of asking teenagers for their urine has been
This is like to pass a drug test or something.
He remains in custody on firearms charges after police allegedly found a loaded gun stuffed down his pants. Police allege that 41-year-old
That's funny.
Lucas something or another approached teenagers at a mall. This says Monday, but I think this was actually several weeks ago, requesting a sample of their urine to pass, yes, Dick, you guessed it, a workplace drug test. So this guy's carrying a piece at the mall going, I wonder why it was just teenagers. I guess he figures
they're probably
they're clean. Although these days, I don't know, with all the if grass tasted better, would you eat it drugs going around? I'm imagining they might be the least clean. Yeah, dude, this guy had a pistol stuck. Hey, man, you got any urine?
Yeah, it's kind of a strange thing to
for some
solicit
pee?
in a mall.
Yeah, and I'm thinking you could probably find some pee online. I imagine you can buy pee, right? But he probably needed it really quick, and he didn't want to pay for the shipping.
Why don't you just go to your neighbor?
Well, maybe he's not real tight with his neighbor. You know
Well,
what I'm saying?
that's a great story to start a relationship. Like, hey man, I'm in a bind. I took some drugs. I need to pass urine test. You got urine?
You know, you do have a point there. That is a good way to meet people.
Yeah.
Breaks the ice.
And it's a neighbor.
Some people shake hands and say
the
hello.
The beauty of neighbors is
Some
you
people
try to help.
Stick a pistol and ask them for some pee.
Try to help your neighbors, right? And I'd be more than happy to do that. I don't know if you pass a drug test with my urine, but
Hey, yes, I'm your neighbor. Is it okay if I borrow some sugar? I'm making a cake. I ran all out. Oh, thank you. And also, could I have some piss?
see,
Or do you need to have a little more lead time?
Yeah,
I guess,
it's
with
how
it?
you
don't
approach
go
it.
right into
Because
it.
everyone can sympathize with. Oh,
I know
hey,
what you do.
I have a drug test coming.
You go over there, you borrow the sugar, you make the cake, come back and say, hey, thank you for letting me borrow the sugar. Here's a slice of cake. By the way, do you have some piss? That's how it's done. No, you got to slow play this, man. People aren't just willing to give you their pee.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
Maybe,
you would.
You know what? Maybe
if I called you, you would.
Maybe he tried this, and that's why he felt the need to use the pistol at the mall.
I wouldn't be asking
against
teenagers anything. I wouldn't be talking to kids. You just don't talk to kids.
We started off the show with you going to the gymnasium with 4-year-olds.
I realized, I was like, I shouldn't be here. I don't have any kids here.
You looked down, the pistol in your pants, and said, this is not the place I need to be.
You know what's really funny about that story, too? Is the way they did the birthday parties there.
Oh, God, we're back on this.
They had these zones, right? But this place is like a professional gymnastics place. So it's just a big warehouse. So the kids had to go to each zone. And then what was great was the families would have to follow the kids. So eventually one party was in our party where we had our plates and stuff because they had to watch. They were in that zone area. And I had to remind my mom they're not part of our party because she was just chatting with people. And I was like, these aren't.
Be careful these days.
Well, and I was told her, I was like, these aren't even the kids in our party. This is a totally different party. And she's like, so why are they like around us? And I'm like, I don't know.
Free cake, dog.
That's what I was like. Then I kind of wandered around and I was like, oh, they got pizza on this one. We got Chick-fil-A on this one. I wonder if they like would.
I bet you 4-year-olds have clean pee. That's where he needed to go, was an elementary school or
that's
preschool.
Again, you just don't talk to kids.
Oh,
you just
my
don't
bad.
talk to
I'm
them.
going the wrong direction. My bad.
You just don't talk to children.
Okay, I won't.
But like I said, though, I feel confident that I could get clean pee pretty easily and wouldn't really get arrested with a gun in my pants at a mall.
I've always thought that about you.
Because I could easily call you and you would do it. Would you do it?
Give you clean pee?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably would. I wouldn't help you bury a body, though. If you call me and be like, hey, man,
But I'm kind
no
of
questions asked. I just need you to help me
I'm
bury
kind
a
of
body.
curious if I
Not
would
happening.
pass.
Not happening. Oh, with me? Yeah, actually, no. No, you don't go to me.
Oh, I wonder if I would pass. I wonder.
B minus? What are you talking about?
Pass a piss test.
Oh, well, you don't have to wonder. I think you would know, Dick.
You never know, dude.
Gee,
I've been living a different
You
lifestyle.
usually either know or don't know. Well, there is a gray period, I suppose. Dick, let's this is second to last story before the quick hit. I wanted to end here with an uplifting, happy story. You're looking at me like you don't believe me. Normally when I say that, it's usually someone has lost
we
a limb
opened
or
the show
something.
with children's skulls being found.
That's right, and we're going to close it. We're going to close it with a happy story. Despite claims of his death spreading on social media, Dick, the world's oldest known land animal, a giant tortoise named Jonathan, is alive and well as of April 1st when this story was written. That's right. Jonathan is the oldest living mammal on Earth, land animal, not mammal. He is, would you like to take a guess at his age?
200 years old.
Not bad. 193 years old.
Oh, it's not bad.
Yeah, apparently there was an account on X, otherwise known as Twitter, purporting to be Jonathan's veterinarian, Joe Hollins, and he made an announcement that the animal had passed at 193. But alas, he has not died, and the account is fake. Long live Jonathan the tortoise. I was up night after night worrying about Jonathan, but no more. Tortoises are cool, man. Dick, thoughts on tortoises? Go ahead. The forum is yours.
No, they're fine. Have you ever seen them?
And that is all that we have to say
You ever
about
seen
tortoises.
them mate?
Very slowly.
And they make the craziest noises.
Well,
You ever seen these? You ever seen that?
I mean, I probably seen it and didn't know what I was seeing, although you say there's noises, so...
And it's like, it's so good, dude.
Leave him alone,
Kind
man.
of like koalas fighting. That's
them
probably my
alone.
favorite go-to.
You think Jonathan has any offspring at 193?
I hope so.
Or do you think he remained celibate?
Sounds like a player to me.
I'd like to have a tortoise. The only problem is
Why would
they're
you
going to...
want to have a turtle as a pet?
No, not a turtle, a tortoise. Turtles are aquatic. Tortoises are land animals. Stick to the story, Dick.
Really? I thought they all.
Yeah,
Everyone.
if you throw a tortoise into water, it'll drown.
Really?
Yeah, man. Do you know how you can tell the differences? Tortoises have the big humps. Whoop.
Oh,
They're on land. Turtles are kind of flatter, so they can dive through the water.
interesting.
Yeah.
I thought they all just kind of took a dip every
They're all
once
just
in a
kind of the
while.
same, huh? So we've talked about the differences between
Like
warthogs.
they literally
and
have no. They cannot
boars.
swim at all.
I don't think they can.
At all.
I don't think they can. I mean, maybe very little, but if you were to throw one out in the water, it ain't surviving, I don't think.
You think
On the
Jonathan?
account that they're pretty slow, you know. I think
That's-
Jonathan what?
You think Jonathan can survive? He's been through so much.
He's been through a lot, but I bet he had been through a pond.
Yeah.
It does say he's the oldest known land animal, Dick. Not
Now I wonder if that
water
was a
animal.
turtle I saw on the road.
And not a tortoise.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think they. Would you try and mate with him?
It's ridiculous.
It says, according to the Guinness World Records, Jonathan is thought to have been born around 1832, and he was estimated to be at least 50 years old in 1882. Yeah, that's called basic math. When he was brought to St. Helena for this, and where he's lived basically the rest of his
That's
life.
wild,
It's like
dude.
a research facility.
That's cool, I guess.
Yep.
What the ironic thing is, Jonathan doesn't care.
Jonathan don't give a crap about
he doesn't.
anything.
He doesn't care at all.
No, man.
He just
You
wants
think
to-
he knows he's 193? No, I think a tortoise would be kind of neat to
Do they
own.
eat grass?
I think so. Yeah, grass and bugs and stuff like that.
Stuff? Yeah.
Yeah, I think they're pretty cool. But they would outlive
You'd
you.
actually want one as a pet?
I don't know. They're not necessarily good
Like,
pets.
can you
but
have it like on a property?
I think so. Yeah. If
Just
you have
be
a
like the farm's
yeah,
tortoise.
I think they'll stick around if you feed him and there's water there. Like you have some water for him in a little area, an enclosed area. He or she probably won't run off if he knows there's
And they come
food
from
there.
eggs, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All turtles do.
Yeah, sure do.
That's wild.
Crazy, man.
I don't really care about turtles though.
You care about Jonathan though.
He's not onesie of the week.
No, he's not. All right, quick hit here at the end of the show. Dick, do you know who Walter Orthman is?
No, I don't.
Walter Orthman was born in 1922 and died in 2004.
R.I.P. Walter.
That's right. He lived to be 102 years old. He was a Brazilian, it
player.
says, centenarian. That means someone who's lived over 100 years, Dick. He held the Guinness World Record for the longest career at a single company. Would you like to know how long he worked for the shipping. He was a shipping assistant at a textile company in Brusk, which I think is in Germany. He worked at the same company for 84
No, it was in
years.
Brazil.
Brazil, sorry. That makes sense since he was a Brazilian man. Yeah, dude. I don't know. I one part of me likes to think, hey, dude, this is pretty amazing. But the other part of me is like, you probably should have gone somewhere else. See what's out there.
Why?
Test the waters. Maybe get a
Maybe
promotion.
he enjoyed working there.
Obviously, he did.
It sounded like he started working very young too, so he probably liked it. And I bet Walter's the kind of guy that would give you his piss.
Dick, what's a textile company?
Basically, they just make goods that go into other goods,
Oh, here's why I said German.
from what I understand.
He was of German descent, but was born in Brazil in a town with a large German population, kind of like New Braunfels or
well,
Fredericksburg.
and I do want you to know that this was before World War II.
What was? When he went to work?
when he was born.
Well, yeah. 1922, yes.
I'm just letting you know he's not a Nazi.
Oh, thank you, because I was really concerned about Mr.
Well, you know,
Orthman here.
you know how the Nazis came over here in South America and just hung out. They're
Okay. I wasn't accusing this guy.
I'm just letting
Wasn't
you know.
accusing. Eventually, he made it, he started off as the janitor and then made his way up
Yeah.
to, like, sales manager.
Way to go.
84 years old, or 84 years at one.
I see no problem with that,
Company.
especially in Brazil. I think that'd be pretty cool to have one job for your whole life and you're just
I guess
enjoying
so.
Brazil.
And he did get this nice plaque, and so there is that. Thank you for your service. 84 years. What sucks is he stopped working in 2022 and then died in 2024. So the question is, Dick, was this textile company keeping him alive?
Yeah, sure. I mean, if you're that old,
Walter Orthman, you are.
I mean, he worked till he's 100. They
Our
allowed him.
audience
They
of one.
No, you cannot give him. It's the monkey that's been tearing off
You
testicles.
don't even know the monkey's name. You didn't even take the time to read the article. He's got a name, I'm sure.
Is it Maurice?
I don't know. Is Maurice the monkey? Is that wait? That's from a movie or something, isn't
No,
it?
I don't know. Maybe it is.
I don't know
I think it's
either.
Oscar. I think. But okay.
Yep. Well, okay, we're getting to the chimpanzee. Not the dude with the gun down his pants asking for urine. Not him. Chimpanzee, onesie of the week. All right, guys, that's all the time we got.
Yay!
Please make sure you share, like, follow, do all that
Send
good
us an
stuff.
article.
Tell a friend, make it awkward.
Do not talk to children.
That's
I'm
the
just
way to end
I'm
the
just
show.
spreading
Just do not talk to
knowledge.
children.
I just don't talk to kids, guys. Just don't.
Bye-bye.